Hello, hello. Will here at Project Move, and today we're going to be talking about how to kind of properly create your warm-ups and set some things up. So I wanted to start with kind of an overview of everything that you'll see and different drills that we'll be putting out there, and kind of like the rhyme and reason between why we're doing it and how you can achieve it on your own and how you can get creative with these things. So first, how we kind of look at the body. Everything we do starts with the brain. Can we agree? Okay, I hope that we agree on that. So if everything we do starts with the brain, we like to start with the brain when we warm up, right? So how we do that, how we look at the brain is here. With the brain, we're looking at coordination and waking up the system, right? So there are kind of some fun things you can do to test your upper body coordination, the hand slap test, how quickly can you do this without kind of missing all over. If you're kind of way out here, probably go see a neurologist. There's something else that needs to be worked on. But if like maybe you're double tapping, you're having some troubles, something kind of fun that you can look at and kind of retest to see if that coordination drill worked, right? Also, again, as we wake up the system, what we see here, it's called brain mapping, right? So we see kind of like if I have an injury or if I had kind of hurt this shoulder before, we see the brain kind of turn that system off, or kind of turn its, we kind of say awareness away from that. When the awareness is gone, we start to see actually pain sensations because I don't really trust that, right? That's called neurodampening, right? Or dampening is the term that's been used. So you can look into that. There's tons of information out there that'll break that down a little bit deeper for you. But how we look at it is we're going to start influencing this, and I'll show you again the different ways that we do that through other videos that we'll be posting out there, right? So next, what we're going to be doing is we're looking at the midline, right? So that's planes of motion when I'm looking at the midline. So midline planes of motion, really what that is there are three that we're looking at: sagittal, frontal, and transverse. Sagittal, front to back, up and down. Most of the stuff that you're achieving in the gym, right? So this is front to back, right? And up and down, right? Sagittal plane of motion, that's what we're looking at there. Frontal is side to side, right? So, right? Sagittal planes of motion, or frontal, I'm sorry, frontal plane of motion, side to side. Transverse is rotation, right? So, rotating, right? Pretty easy, pretty simple. So what we're looking for is to warm up the midline in these different planes of motion. Now, something that you'll hear us refer to it as are drifts or fades or leaks, right? When I'm working in the sagittal plane, am I drifting or fading or leaking into the frontal plane or into the transverse? And then same thing applies down the line. If I'm doing frontal plane, am I leaking sagittal or transverse or drifting or whatever, okay? And then the last thing we're gonna look at is mechanics, right? Or work on. The way that we work on these mechanics, used to this is what we all know here. Mobility, stability, and something that we call stacking, which is adding it all in together. Now, how we develop this is not necessarily 1, 2, and 3, but we make sure that all of this is somewhere in our warm-up, and we like to call that our movement primer. So we're just priming the system for movement, right? Priming the nervous system, priming the midline, and then priming your mechanics and putting it all together in one. So look out for more videos. We'll be posting more up and we'll give you ideas of how to use this. But again, the idea here is that you have just a good understanding as to how we apply this here at Project Move and how you can apply it to your workout and get creative and have a lot of fun with this. All right, so watch out for those videos. We'll give you a good understanding of all this together, and then you'll be able to create your own workouts outside of here what we do. I hope to see you in those next videos, guys. I hope you're having an awesome day, and we'll talk to you soon.